Well, automated license plate readers allows us to, we can monitor vehicles coming to and from and leaving Anchorage. It's good for crime prevention. For instance, stolen vehicles, we can have license plate readers out there that will automatically notify an officer if he passes a vehicle that's listed as stolen, stolen license plates as well. It can be used if you have amber alerts, if a vehicle is associated with it, silver alerts. It just gives us tools out there to help endangered individuals within the city and help us solve crimes.
And if you could describe briefly, because I know this is brought up, but what's the difference between, say, like a license plate reader and, say, like an officer, you know, like just running someone's plate? Like, what's the difference? Does it capture an image and, like, someone from command can just run license plates? How's it work?
Well, anyone can, if you have a vehicle, if you have the system, you can run a plate. So this basically, when you're driving down the street, it captures images of the license plates it sees. So it would capture every license plate it sees. It lists the geographical data, which license plate reader read the data, and the date and timestamp. And then it puts it into a database, and if you need to go back and refer to that, you could refer to do it. In other words, if there was a crime scene and officers are responding to the crime scene, we could track later on all the vehicles that left that crime scene to see if there were any vehicles that were actually associated with the crime.
And how long would that data be stored for?
That would be determined.
Okay.
Most of the departments in lower 48 leave the data for about 30 days, unless you can associate it with a criminal case, and then obviously you'd keep it for much longer.
And you were saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said, like, if, you know, somebody wants you to move forward and you feel like they have an appetite, this system could be added through your Axon contract for like $200,000?
For the in-car portion of it could, and I'm not sure the exact price, but yes, we could add it to the in-car video portion of our Axon digital evidence management system.
And it seemed like some of you assembly members, like Chair Constant and Mr. Rivera, they had some issues about privacy concerns. So, I mean, did you understand where they were coming from, or, you know, would you disagree with them on that?
The license plate readers they don't look at faces, they look at vehicles. Every vehicle is required to be registered in the city, well, in the state. So if they're on a public road in public places, to me, there is no expectation of privacy there.
Okay, and my last question for you is, based on the conversations today, are you going to move forward and maybe assign an officer to, like, do further research on this, or did you feel like there was no appetite in there?
At this time, we're going to concentrate on the implementation of the in-car video system and the body cameras, and we're not going to go forward until we get a little bit more research, maybe develop a policy, run that by the assembly. I just don't want to have a lot of time spent and then have the assembly pass an ordinance that prohibits it.
But at this time, like, you're not killing, like, this, you know,
Oh, not at all.
Okay, you're still going to look into this.
Yes.
But you're not ready to, like, put forth the plan.
We're not ready, not even close. Like I say, this is the initial, this is the honeymoon phase where we're just looking at it to see what the applications could be here in Anchorage.
And did you say, like, it might be like a year or more so out before, like, maybe this would be implemented, if so, like, there was an appetite for it?
Oh, absolutely, because I don't have money to implement it right now. So.
I'm just curious, with that said, would you feel like you'd have to do what you did with body cams and, like, maybe do a tax levy, something like that?
No, we have the current tax levy, so we could use money from the tax levy to actually implement this in further down the road.